Is this thing on? I'm not quite sure, but let me. Let's see here. So, hi, if you're watching, let me see here. I am kind of figuring out all the bells and whistles of this because I have never done a YouTube Live before. So please bear with me if you are watching right now. Let's see here. I'm just gonna share the link real quick. Oh, hi. Okay, I see a chat going. Give me 1 second to post this link on Twitter. You guys, I'm not good with technology. Okay. That should do it. Okay. Okay, hi. So, okay, I'm looking down, by the way, because my iPad is down here. I can't really see the comments for some reason on my phone. I don't know why it's not showing up. So my iPad is down here, and I'm gonna be like looking at your comments down here. But hello, everyone. Thank you for always supporting our Mahalima. Absolutely. Yeah, okay. Sorry about a couple days ago. So I was trying to go live a couple days ago because I had never done a YouTube live before. And I did a couple with Caters when we were in Chicago. If you guys have seen them, they're on her channel. But I have never oh, there they are. Hello, comments. Let me see if I can get these. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I did a couple on her channel, and I was like, okay, you know what? This is kind of fun. The idea of doing a live made me really like self-conscious and nervous, so I didn't really ever want to do one. But after doing some with her, I was like, okay, maybe I'll do one of my own. And I tried doing it in my hotel in Dallas. This was like the day after the concert. And I didn't know that if you've never done a YouTube live before, YouTube has to verify your account first before you can do your first live, and that can take up to 24 hours. So I tweeted and posted on my community tab. I was like, hey guys, I'm going live tonight in like 2 hours. And then when it was time to go live, I tried to do it, and it was like, it has to be verified. And I was like, no, I need to go live right now because I told people I was going to. So unfortunately, YouTube won, and that did not happen. I didn't go live, and I'm really sorry about that for anybody who saw that tweet or was waiting for me to go live. I did not know that feature about YouTube. But yeah, so I'm here now, and I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about what went down this weekend and the whole concert and everything, give kind of a little update on what's coming next on my channel and some of the future videos that I've got going on, because I think I've checked YouTube like sort of throughout the last week, and I've seen a few more subscribers than normal. So I'm very happy to see more people on my channel. You know, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Actually, let me stop talking and look at these comments. You loved my outfit at the Dallas concert. Thank you so much. You love my outfit so much. Yeah, thank you guys so much. So those outfits for the Dallas and the Chicago cons, I had been thinking about the concept for those since since the Paktatag trailer dropped. And when I saw the two different aesthetics between them, I immediately started planning my outfit. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to two shows. There's two different vibes in this video. I know exactly what I'm going to wear. So for the first outfit, I just kind of out of that idea, I sort of put together like the different color schemes. I took a look at the photos from the trailer and the concept, and I was like, okay, what colors do they all have in common? It's tan, olive green, brown, khaki, things like that. And I just went through and looked for outfit pieces that sort of fit that theme and that aesthetic. And it's sort of like this post-apocalyptic mining. Okay, originally this was before Gento came out, so I didn't know that it was supposed to be a mining theme. I thought it was like just like a post-apocalyptic end of the world kind of thing, like The Last of Us or The Walking Dead or something. So that's sort of what I put together, and I found the cute little goggles that I had on. I love those. I love steampunk pieces. Those are really fun. And then the little arm wraps that I had, actually, my sister sewed those. I love talking about the process of this because this was really fun learning how to do this. I took pantyhose and I cut the bottom of it off so it had this basically like this little sleeve. And I took cheesecloth, the tan cheesecloth, and I wrapped it around the pantyhose and tucked the two ends in. And then my sister sewed the sides of it so it would stay in place and hold onto the pantyhose so I could just put it on like a sleeve. So both of my arms had the little arm wrap things. So that was really cool. She's really good at sewing and I'm not. So I appreciated having her help. And then same thing for the Dallas Con one. That was like my gold tiara, my little gold sparkly things, because I wanted to kind of, if I were in the Paktatag trailer at the end with everyone, where they were all strutting in the white and gold, what would I want to be wearing? And I love Justin's elbow length gold gloves. So I got a pair of those, and I wanted like this white outfit to sort of match that. And I wanted some really shiny, sparkly gold accessories. And so I got the gold tiara. Originally, I was thinking of doing like the halo crowns, but I was like, I'm in the front row and people behind me are going to kill me if I showed up with a giant halo crown blocking their vision. So I opted for the little leaf tiara. And because of the gold tree in the Paktatag trailer, that's why I went with the one with the leaves on it. So I did that, and then the little gold dangly shoulder thingies. And then the back of my outfit had these two iridescent pieces, kind of like a little cape. And my sister sewed those on too, because I had like the white crop top, and then I found that really pretty fabric that sort of shimmered and it kind of reminded me of like that orange fire theme, and had a little bit of blue to it, which was perfect because it's their fandom color. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have this kind of in the back of my outfit to sort of complement like all the gold and white colors. So she sewed those on, and I felt like a little fairy. I was like flapping those things everywhere. Everywhere I walked, I could feel it swishing behind me, and I was like, I feel like Elsa from Frozen with her cape. Like I felt so good. But yeah, those are my two outfit ideas for the two concerts, and I'm really glad that they all came together too, because I was really worried about it. Hi everybody. Hello to Jefferson. Hello. Spanish Latte, you're gorgeous. Thank you so much. Leanne, hi Leanne. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so happy that you're here. Let's see. And Coco Jazz. Hey Jazz, good to see you. Sorry I didn't see you at the Dallas Con, but I sort of saw you like in line and didn't say hi. But I told you that. But yeah, who else is here? How's the vibe between Chicago and the Dallas concerts? Okay. Well, I think it kind of depends, because this is coming from like my point of view and my personal experience. Um, I mean, I think the Chicago con felt a little bit bigger, maybe just because I was sitting more toward the center of the theater. So I was kind of in the back and I could have a bigger field of vision and see everybody else. But I took some fan cams and I will post them in my vlogs. I will get to those later. But I took some fan cams and I sort of scanned my surroundings a little bit so you could see who was around me. And it just felt a little bit bigger than the Dallas Con. The Dallas Con felt a lot more intimate, also because physically we were closer to the stage. Like when I was at the Dallas Con, I was front row and I was literally right up against the stage. Like we were leaning like this on the edge of the stage. And for the Chicago show, both shows were super litty. The crowd was fun. They were really great to hang out with. But I felt like maybe it's just because of the physical distance, but the Dallas show, they felt a little bit closer to the fans, I guess. But everybody there in both concerts were so nice. I met so many great 18 there. Like so many people came up and introduced themselves, and I went up and introduced myself to a couple other people, which I don't usually do because I don't like talking to strangers much, but I felt like at a concert I would feel comfortable going up to people and saying hi. So I did, and I gave away little Sprout clips. I don't have one on me right now. but they were basically the little sprouts. They came in these packs, and I took one of those little sprouts and cut the clip off, and I made my own sprout tank. And I have pictures of it. If you go to the community tab on my page, you'll see the pictures of my Chicago and Dallas fits. But I had a prop with me, and it was basically I took pieces of plastic and made like hot glued them into a box, and then the front of it was the sheer plastic film so people could see inside easily. But I like hot glued the little sprout. I painted them and hot glued the little sprout to the bottom of the tank and put some like brown felt in there. But I painted them gold to sort of be reflective off the string lights that I put on the inside, and then painted it red for the little blood drip. And I was like, okay, this is kind of cute, but I have a bunch of these little sprouts that I don't need because it came in a pack. So what am I going to do? I just painted all of them and gave them away to people at the concerts. Yeah, sorry, I'm rambling. Back to the question at hand. The vibe between the two of them, very different because I got to hang out with different people at both as well. And overall, it was so much fun. The Copernicus Theater, by the way, in Chicago is beautiful. Like I walked inside, that has to be one of the prettiest theaters I have ever seen in my life. I mean, it's giving like ancient Greek and in like I'm so obsessed with ancient Greek mythology. So when I walked in there and they had like the pillars and like these busts and the sky looked blue like it was, or the roof of the Copernicus looked like it was the sky because it was painted blue. It was really, really fun to look at and really pretty. And I think that it was so cool that they chose that particular theater. Um, yeah, Chicago, I came really early too. Caters and I got there like 3 hours before the doors opened. And I think there was I will say this, for as good as the show was, there was a lot of confusion before the show trying to get in through the doors because we were told a certain time, like they were changing the schedule the day of. We were told that the doors were going to open a certain time. So there was a long line out there before 5 p.m. And then they told us, oh, we're not doing that. We're opening the doors at 6. You guys can't come in or anything. And so there was a lot of confusion about the time. We had to wait an extra hour. The lining, like the queuing system, was all over the place. I don't know why they did it the way they did, but like Caters and I were in like the wrong line, and we got sent to a different line, and we kept going back and forth because they kept telling us to go to different lines, and it was all over the place. But I mean, hey, it was the first show of the tour. Hopefully, they learned from what went well and what didn't go well for Chicago, and they learned for the rest of the tour. Fingers crossed. I hope it goes smoother for you guys. Dallas, I came a little bit late because my travel plans, there were a few setbacks in terms of like my hotel reservations and stuff. So I actually got there a little bit later, but I made it in time for the photo op and everything. So I was not late to that at all. But I wasn't waiting outside for ages like I was for Chicago. So when I came in, I just went right into the building, and it was so smooth from there. Yeah, oh, the photo op was so pretty in Dallas too, because they brought us into this back room and they had this little backdrop thing decorated with balloons, and they had the five of them sitting in chairs and we'd go behind them. That was really nice because I felt like the setting was a little better controlled with the lighting and the design and everything. Whereas the Chicago show, we had to go on stage. So they brought everybody up on the side by row. It was like after the sound check, and we were all sitting in our seats, and they brought everybody up by row to the side of the stage and brought us up, and we all stood behind them. They sat in the front, and we took pictures up there, and it felt like it was a really big photo op, if that makes sense, compared to the smaller, more intimate, like it's in a little meeting room type of thing. I hope that answered your question. Yeah, let's see. Your outfits are amazing. Thank you. Hello from New York 18. Hello. Let me know if you're going to the New York show. I'd like to know about that. So creative. Thank you, Jazz. I think it's just my brain cells working overtime and excitement for this concert. I started planning months in advance. 18 in Mindanao. Hi. Hi. Thank you so much for tuning in. How did you decide which locations you were going to? Okay, that's a good question. So there are 6 locations here, and I think it was a matter of 2 things. It was my schedule, and it was which cities I've been to before. So I've been to New York before. I went last year for the Wyatt tour, and I was like, okay, I checked that box. I've had enough of New York, thank you. But New York 18 were wonderful though. It's not New York 18, it's just the city itself. I was like, you know what? I did it once. It was very hectic and very overwhelming. Well, I'll leave it at that. DC, I have been to before, multiple times in the past. I love DC. It's a great place, but I've been there. And the California shows are this weekend. I knew for sure I wasn't going to be able to make those due to family obligations beforehand. So I knew I wasn't going to be able to make California. So the only 2 that I could make were, I had to choose between Chicago and Dallas, DC and New York. I'd never been to either Chicago or Dallas, so I picked those so that I could have a tourist day to explore a little bit. And boy, did I have a good time. I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad that I had an extra day to tour both cities because I got to hang out with some lovely 18 on both days. And it was super fun. So you guys are going to see a travel blog or travel vlog rather. And the way it's going to be set up is I vlogged every day that I was there. So I was out of town like Wednesday through Monday. I flew into Chicago on Wednesday, got back to Florida on Monday. So each day that I was gone, I vlogged. So some vlogs are going to be a little bit longer, some are going to be a little bit shorter. It depends on how much time I had during the day to vlog stuff because some of my travel, it was so hectic and I just didn't have time to film, but you guys will be seeing those a little bit later. Let's see. Are you going to New York if they'll be going to Good Day New York? I would like to see it, but again, I've already been to New York. I saw them last year when they came for the Wyatt tour. They went to Good Day New York and I lined up outside the studio there. That's where I met a lot of the 18 that I still keep in touch with today. So that was a good decision. It was very last minute. The night before, I decided that I was going to go greet them at the studio when they came in. And I'm really glad I did. Are you going to watch them in US Wish Bus? I will not be seeing it live, unfortunately, and I wish I could. But both tours, this one and the Wyatt tour, the California shows didn't line up with my schedule. So maybe next tour. If the California shows work out, I'll go see them on Wish Bus because I've always wanted to see it. What is your most memorable moment during the concert? Um, Man, I had a lot of good memories. Chicago, I feel like Chicago was a blur. My goodness. I got to sit and I sat next to Topher, which was so nice. If you've never seen Topher's channel, go check him out. He's really funny. And Synergic was right down the way from us too in the same row. So that was nice getting to talk to both of them because I love watching their channels. Um, and as far as memorable moments, I loved seeing Philip's performance of Stray Dogs. He was super hype during the Chicago one. During the Dallas one, he was also really hype, but it felt like he was a little bit more comfortable with us because he was more toward the front of the stage and he was doing all kinds of crazy hip thrusting and going down to the floor. It was something to watch. But yeah, I loved his performance of Stray Dogs there. And oh my God, I captured a video of this during sound check during Liham. The whole crowd started singing along to Pablo's part and they all stopped singing and just let the crowd sing that part. And it was like, every time I watch that video, it gives me chills. I love that moment. Um, what else in Chicago did I like? People who came up and complimented my little sprout box. I was so honored because I was like, yes, I did work hard on the sprout box. Thank you for liking it. And it went home with another 18 because I didn't want to take it on the plane to Dallas. So I gave it to her and she's taking very good care of it. And then the Dallas show, oh my God, every second of that show is burned into my memory. Like you guys have no idea. Oh God, let me think here. Oh, well, okay, another thing, the Chicago show, the photo ops. So I went up to go and meet them and everything, and I was holding my box, and they turned and they saw it, and they were like, "Whoa, that's so cool!" Because they liked my little sprout box, and I was like, "Yeah, I made it. I brought a sprout," and I was standing behind like Stell and Justin, and they were turning around looking at it, and they were like, "Whoa, nice fit." Pablo complimented my outfit. That was a win. Pablo complimented my Chicago outfit, so. He said he really liked it, and then Justin turned around, he was looking at the sprout, and he went, "Ah, pak the dog," and pointed at it, and I was like, it was great. And then as I was walking away, Justin was like, "Nice outfit." So I really enjoyed that. And then Dallas show, when I came for the meet and greet, they recognized me from Chicago because I walked in, and they all looked at me and went, "Whoa, you're here again! You're here too. Hi, you again!" And I stood behind them, and yeah, I was like back at it again with the fits. Y'all just can't get rid of me, I guess. But yeah, they liked my outfit for the Dallas one. And then as I was walking away, Justin, again, he looked at me and he was like, "Yeah, nice outfit." So I was so glad that they liked it. But I think they also recognized me from earlier in Chicago when I saw them at the Bean because I had a chance to talk to them a bit. And then I know Josh for sure recognized me because I showed him the picture of us from Singapore with the selfies that we took. And he was like, "Oh yeah, it was you." Because I was like the one American in that room. So yeah, he was like, "Oh, okay, I remember you." So I feel like he at least, I know, recognized me on sight. I feel like he did, though. I don't want to make any assumptions, but Yeah, those were my memorable moments. I saw you and April sat beside each other. We did. We sat together in the front row. Me, April, and then K-pop sis. We all sat together. And then I know Miss Coco Jazz was kind of down the way, a few seats down in the front row as well. So we were super lucky. We all got to sit front row. Um, Love that you went Etsy-esque to attend the concerts. Very creative. Thank you. Yeah, I did get the fabric actually for the Dallas show. The little cape thingy that I had that like was behind my crop top. That was from Etsy. That was really pretty. Nice Boulon shirt. Thank you. Thank you. I love this crop top. I'm hoping one day to get an actual Superior Sun shirt because I have this in the meantime because Superior Sun sold out and I could not get it, but fingers crossed for next time. Let's see. Favorite performance during the con. Wow. Stell's performance of Defying Gravity. I'm a big musical girl. I love Wicked. I love Broadway shows. Gave me chills. Both nights he nailed it, and I will always be impressed with his vocal talent. I Want You in Dallas when we were eye level with the stage. I don't think I even need to elaborate. That was life changing. What else? Oh, Josh Cullen doing Get Right. Oh my God, you guys have no idea how long I've been waiting to hear that song. Ever since I first heard it, I was like, yeah, that is my favorite of his solos. So seeing that in person was really dope. Pablo doing La Luna. Honestly, at this point, just all their solos were the most memorable. But Pablo doing La Luna was really cool. Just the way he set the whole thing up. His acting, seeing that in person that close, especially at the Dallas show, was mind blowing. He's so talented. Um, and then, oh yeah, so at the Dallas show during Go Up, we gave them little finger lights, and they were like, "Woo!" playing with the finger lights, which was cute. Um, and then, oh yeah, so as I was talking earlier about the little sprout clips that I had a bunch to give away, but I saved five just in case I had the opportunity to give them to the guys on stage. So I was down there and it was like, what were they doing? Freedom, I think. And I was trying to give them to Justin because he took my phone and filmed himself, but he was already taking other people's. So I was like, who's gonna come near me? And I yelled, Stell! And Stell looked at me. And I went, and just like handed him the sprouts and he was like, for me? And I said yes, and I handed it to him and I was like, I made them. And so he took them and I have a video of him holding the sprouts and then he put one in his hair at during bows. So I have a video of that and that was a memorable moment. I hope they like their little sprouts. Did you get to talk with the Gid Kid Dad crew? I didn't really talk to them much, but I did meet them at the after party. I shook hands with them, said hi. They were very nice. I only, just said hi briefly, but I thanked them for helping to put together that after party because that was fun. That was so much fun. Um, Aside from your bias, who among the SB19 boys really grabbed your attention? I actually don't have a bias in this group. Fun fact about me, if you guys have not seen my videos, I don't pick biases in groups. So I guess in a way they're all my bias, but every single one of them grabbed my attention this con. I wish I could give Justin the biggest hug though, because he gave a little speech after Little Things at the Chicago con, and he was talking about, I'm not feeling well mentally or physically, and I haven't been feeling great for the past couple weeks since we started the tour, but I've been getting lots of letters and small gifts, and they're such little gestures, but they mean the world to me and they make me feel better. And, it's a reminder to always just do little things for people, and that just got me right there. I was like, Justin, somebody please give him the biggest hug. Like I hate seeing him feel that way. But yeah, that was another memorable moment. Looking forward to every vlog. Thanks, Jazz. I'm looking forward to releasing it. Let's see. Can't wait for your travel vlog. Thank you. Love the Boulon shirt. Thank you. I love the shirt. What's your favorite song to hear live? Oh, okay. Also, the ballads. I will say this. The ballads, I don't have like one specific song, but Liham, Mappa, Niebe, y'all. I teared up in the Chicago con. I have a video actually of me reacting to the climax of Liham, and I am like tearing up and I'm holding that light stick. Dallas, oh, I cried. I was literally sitting there wiping tears away, and I had these gold temporary face tattoos, and I was like, I can't, I have falsies on, I have eyeliner, I got face tattoos, like I can't wash the stuff off with my tears. So I was sitting there in the front row while they were doing Liham, and it was mostly Liham and Niebe that got me. Mappa and Ilau, I was okay for the most part, still emotional, but okay, but oof. Liham and Niebe, I was like, I was really, really tearing up. So, and I was sitting there doing this and I was like, please don't, I hope they don't see this. I hope they don't look at me becoming a mess crying because that would be very embarrassing. Let me see. After the concerts, do you have your bias now? I do. It's all five of them. Hi, Kelly from the Philippines. Hi, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting SB19. Well, thank you for tuning in and watching me support SB19. It's the least I can do for all the amazing things that they've done to basically change my life. Stray Dogs was amazing. Yes. Don't know if you watched Philip's performance in recent P-pop con. Oh yeah, that has genuinely got to be one of the best Philip performances I have ever seen. Like something about that day. That's the day he released like those pictures on Twitter, and I was like, oh, where did this energy come from? Because those were some amazing, amazing performances from P-pop con, and he's such an energetic performer. I love seeing him perform solos. MC Anthony. Hi! I see you. Hi, Anthony. Let's see. How are your ears with April going wild in Dallas? I was trying to outscream her at some points. But yeah, April, she's so fun. She's so loud. She's so funny and she's so supportive. And I know that the boys were even more energized because they could hear her screaming there. Yeah, to be honest, I am not that much of a screamer. Like, I'm not that much of a loud fan. Even at the Singapore Wild Tonight event, everybody there was so energetic and loud and cheering and yelling when Josh came in. And I, by nature, am a quiet fan, so I still clapped, but I wasn't as vocally loud. And I was like, should I be screaming? I don't want to feel, I don't want it to seem like I'm not supportive, but I'm much more of a like calmer fan, I guess. But yeah, no, this concert I screamed a lot. When I was front row, I was screaming. My voice, I could feel it cracking multiple times during the end of the concert because I was screaming so much. It's amazing when they recognize you. Yeah, that was amazing to me too, because I didn't think that they would. I think it's because I'd already seen them twice. Like by the Dallas show, I'd already seen them twice. Like I saw them at the Bean, I saw them in Chicago, and then by the time Dallas came around, they were like, "Yep, we remember you. You were in Chicago. Yeah, you again, you're here." And I was like, I don't know if they remembered me from when I met them by chance or if they remembered my outfit with the little sprout box. I don't know what they remember about me. But they did recognize me on site and they were like, "You again, you're back." And when I tell you that I just got the biggest feeling of serotonin rushing through my body, like, you remembered me, you know what I look like. Oh my God, that's great. Yeah, that was a great feeling. Let's see. What are the major differences you notice between both Wyatt and Pagtatag? I'm assuming you mean the tours, right? Not the actual like songs or the actual albums. Their performances were elevated even more this time. And that's not to say anything negative about their Wyatt performances, but if I remember, like if I go back and watch my fan cams from Wyatt and my fan cams from this, I mean, they had so much energy and they were vocally, I feel like they just improved exponentially since last fall, and I don't know if maybe they were just a little bit nervous during the Wyatt tour in New York because it was their first one ever here in the US and first stop on this tour. But I mean, they just improved exponentially. And as far as the fans, definitely a lot more non-Filipino fans, which was great to see. I got to meet so many 18 there who had no Filipino heritage or any connection like that, but they just were really big fans of their music and fans of the guys, and that was really fun to see as well. So the community is growing so much bigger, you guys, and it's so much fun to see everybody. Let's see. Let's roll again. Pablo needs to officially release some of his unreleased songs. I agree. I love Pablo's solos and I can't wait. Maybe by the next tour he'll have more solos out, so we'll see. You love my outfits during Chicago and Dallas Con. Thank you so much, RJ. I appreciate that. Nice boo launcher. Thank you. Waiting for your Dallas POV. Eye level life-changing experience. Yeah, so my vlogs, I don't actually capture entire songs or like the entire set. I capture bits and pieces of each song. So I'm gonna put all my fan cams in my vlog, both of them, both concerts. But what you're gonna see is basically like a little like mashed version of all of them back to back and just switching randomly in the middle of a clip because I literally just film, anywhere from 17 seconds to like 40 seconds of the song, and then I put my phone away and try to enjoy it live in person. But yeah, I hope you guys like it when it comes out. Watching from the Philippines. Hi there, Randy. Nice to see you. Let's see. You don't have a bias. Okay, same. We love that. Hi, I love watching your reactions. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you. How was your conversation interaction with the crowd like? Let's see. I saw some videos. Stell was so hyped. Stell is a firecracker. He's so funny. And I feel like, they put a lot of pressure on themselves to speak perfect English overseas here. But they really don't have to. I wish they, knew that it's okay if they are not completely 100% perfect in English. They speak completely fine. I mean, their English for the most part is better than my Tagalog, and, you know, um, they do their best to interact as much as they can with the crowd. I hope that they felt the love from International 18. I hope they don't leave the theater thinking, wow, that felt like there was low energy and it felt like, no one was happy to see us. I truly hope that they feel loved when they leave the theater for each show. Um, it's all right if you don't scream. Yeah, the fact that you were at the concert shows your support to the boys already. Yeah, I think so too. I gotta preserve my voice. By the time the after party came around, I went up to go get my drink from the bar and I literally had to type in, do you have virgin cocktails? And I had to show the bartender and be like, because I just couldn't talk. Hello, Kelly. I'm watching here in Japan. Hello to you in Japan. Thank you for tuning in. What was your reaction seeing other reactors in the Dallas concert? It was awesome. They were so sweet. They were so nice. I'd already tweeted at them before the concert saying, "Oh yeah, we're sitting together." So I kind of already knew that they were going to be sitting in the same row, but they were so nice, and you're going to see them in my vlog too. I put them in there a little bit, but I enjoyed fangirling with them and talking to them because we were all there for the same reason. So we had that in common. Are they all good looking in person? Oh my God, you guys have no idea. Seeing them eye to eye is intimidating at first, but when you talk to them, they're so down to earth and they make you feel comfortable. Like, I was so scared to go up and ask Justin, Pablo, and Ken for a selfie because they were kind of standing off by themselves. And I went up and I was like, okay, if I don't ask them, I'm never gonna get this chance again. So I went up and I was like, hi, can I get a selfie with you guys? And they were so gorgeous. They looked at me and the three of them like looked at me at the same time and I was like, hi, can I get a selfie with you guys? But they were really nice. They were like, yeah, sure, come get a selfie. So, I didn't even have time to think of a pose. I just held my phone out and smiled, and I looked so awkward in those photos. But if you want to see them, they're also on my community tab and on my Twitter. But I feel like I looked so awkward because I just was like, I wanted to take a picture and go because I didn't want to bother them for too long. But they're very, very good looking. Let's see. Did you know K-pop sis in April before the concert? We didn't know each other before the concert, but I did know that they were sitting near me because they tweeted what seat they were going to be in, and I knew it just happened to be next to mine. How was watching the concert with April? April is such a fun seatmate. I feel like every single show that I've been to, Wyatt, Chicago, and then Dallas, I've had the best seatmates ever. Literally, they're so fun. They're so funny. I've been really lucky with who I've been sitting next to because they pass the vibe check. I'll put it that way. Seen them in concert, San Francisco, waiting. Ooh, I hope you guys have fun. Please talk about Ken getting shy during his solo performance. Is this during the Dallas one? I saw him laughing. I don't know. I don't know if it was because of us in the front row or like people behind us screaming or something, but um I did see he had the giggles a little bit and he was like breaking character a bit because he didn't do that in Chicago. I saw it in Chicago. I have the video of it. I took a fan cam of Criminal in Chicago and he pretty much stayed in character the whole time and kept his composure. But Dallas, I think maybe it's because we were like so close to the front of the stage and he was right there and kind of like hip thrusting in our faces, and the screaming in the front row was so like I could not stop laughing. They were so funny. And then yeah, if I ever fell up, I probably would have laughed too because everyone was just so hype. I didn't really think about it much until like people started talking about it on Twitter. But yeah, when he was performing, he was literally like, if I was here, like on the front of the stage, there was a monitor where they had their script, and then he was right in front of the monitor, like right above us. And I was like, with my phone, like, oh my God, he's right there. Yeah, seeing Criminal that close up that was I don't know how I survived that. That was wonderful. That was incredible. Were there a lot of casuals? I think so. I think a lot of people that I hadn't seen at the other concerts, and a lot of people I think I had seen before. There were a couple people from Chicago that I recognized. Um, but anyway, I'm sure they appreciate people being at the concert at all. Yes, I'm sure that they're very thankful. That's what I love about this group is they're so appreciative of their fans. They show their thanks, like, they always make us feel loved and appreciated for supporting them. Um, I saw your picture with Ken. He's obviously shy because he's really far from you. And is Justin shy in person? I'm gonna go answer both of these questions at the same time. So Justin, yes, he is very shy in person. That's okay. I'm also very shy, so I don't blame him. But he was very sweet though. Like when we went to go take a selfie, he was very accommodating. But he and Ken stayed a little bit further away. When I went up to take a selfie, what I did was I turned around and had my phone out. I let them come to me because I didn't want to like get up in their personal space and put my phone there. So I turned around and Pablo actually came over right behind my back and like you saw it in the picture. He like put his head like right here and like crouched down because I was short, which was very considerate of him. And then the other two, Justin and Ken, I stayed at a distance and they didn't come up to me. They stayed further back. So that's why in those two pictures, they're a little further back than Pablo is. Ken definitely stayed in the back. I had the feeling Ken was really tired and probably didn't want to talk because he didn't talk much to me. I was just like, can I get a picture? And he was like, and he just kind of stood there and did this. And I was like, thank you. So I felt like he might have been really tired and I just didn't want to annoy him or push my luck trying to get too close to him. But yeah, I do remember Josh and Stell were very talkative though. So they came over and they got a little bit closer to me, but I let them come up to me though. So I didn't try to like push my way into their space. Let's see here. Can you pinpoint what's lacking during the concert? Honestly, in terms of the actual concert, 20 out of 10. Fantastic. I feel like it's just the pre-concert stuff, like the queuing, at least for Chicago, it was the queuing and the trying to manage the big crowd of people and giving us different information from different sources. It's like, the saying like too many cooks in the kitchen. Like, I feel like a lot of people were trying to get the situation under control and get everybody in as efficiently as possible. But in doing that, they were changing too much of the information and confusing everybody. So, I know that there were multiple management teams that were working the Chicago venue. So I'm not like pointing fingers or blaming any one specific group, but I am saying that in the future, there are ways to make things a little bit smoother. And I feel like they could be planned out a little bit more ahead of time, so that people have a better idea of where they're going when they're coming in and everyone has different tickets. And, I think that was really all that I had. Dallas was pretty smooth, I think. They started a little bit late, but I've expected that from SB19 events now. But yeah, let's see. What was your initial reaction when you saw them at the Bean? Shock. You guys are going to see this in the vlog. So I'm holding my tripod with my phone on it and we're walking toward the Bean. The funny thing is, when the video is released, I'll put like a little arrow or something. You see them in the corner of my video. They're standing like over here and I'm walking and I pass Ken. Like you see Ken and Josh in my video. And one of my friends, Marco, he's in US 18, he pointed them out and he'd kind of been like pulling our leg all morning, like, oh, look, there's Stell. And we're like, Caters and I were like, don't do that. But then he was like, no, they're right behind us. They're right next to you. And I was like, yeah, right. And I turned my phone and I saw the 5 of them huddled together. And I was like, oh, that's them. Oh, that's actually them. Like Marco's not kidding. Oh my gosh, so it was just, yeah, shock and kind of like a dizzy moment. And like the 3 of us were not sure if we didn't want to go over to them because we saw they were with their team. And we saw they were getting in formation to film their TikToks. And we just waved at them from a distance and said hi. So they knew we were there. They waved. They shot their Gento and Crimson challenges. And then they shot their greeting and their promotion for the Chicago show. But we stayed in the back out of the way. And I took a couple little videos, which I will put in the vlog, of them like kind of from behind, watching them dance. But yeah, we kept our distance because we didn't want to intrude on their content creation. And once they were all done, that's when we all went up and asked for photos. But yeah, it was very surreal. It was kind of like a pinch me moment. Like, is that a hallucination? Are they right there? But no, it's them right in front of our eyes. It was crazy. Um, yeah, it surprised me that Ken was talkative and smiling a lot at the Dallas concert. Yeah, it surprised me too, especially during the meet and greet. When I came in, he was a lot more smiley and talkative than I feel like at the Chicago Con. Not to say that he was aloof at the Chicago Con, but I don't know, something in the Dallas air, like they really got comfortable with us really, really fast. I think that's the advantage of a smaller venue and a more intimate show. They can get pretty close physically and like, vibe wise, they can get pretty close to the audience and to the crowd pretty fast. OMG, Marco spoke them into existence. He did. He really manifested that. Um, but yeah, let's see. I hope you can come to the Philippines for a future concert together with Caters in April. I do too. It is my dream to go see P-pop in the Philippines someday. Maybe P-pop Con, because this year's P-pop Con, I know it was pushed back for a couple months, but what they have done, like what they did this year, dope. I love the performances. So cool. Um, did you hear the comment Ken said? During the concert, it didn't register with me, but I saw it. I think you tweeted it, Jazz, and it took me a second to be like, I have no recollection of him saying that, but it's hilarious watching the video back. Yeah, anyway, so I will go through more of the comments later. There's 190 of you? Oh my God, I just looked at my viewer thing. There's 190 of you. Hi, everybody. I didn't realize we had so many people watching. No pressure for me. But actually, what I'm going to do is go through a little bit of the merch and the freebies that I got at the concert. So I'm excited to show you guys. So the first thing I'm going to do actually is unbox this. I've been saving this for this live because I have not yet opened this, but I know that there's some pictures in here and some photo cards or something. But yeah, I'm going to go through all the stuff that I have around me, all the stuff that I bought. So yeah, let's unbox this first. So this is the gold photo book. If you guys saw on the merch website, I think there's a gold version and a black version, like in terms of these photo books. And it comes with the photo book and then some photo cards, I think. Yeah, well, I'm about to find out once I open this. But okay. Okay. Let's see. So we have some Pagtatag stickers. How cute is that? And some Pagtatag tape here. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's this little roll of Pagtatag tape. That is adorable. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I assume it's tape. It looks like a roll of tape. And then we have these little stickers right here. These are really cute. So it has the titles for all the songs, and it has, oh my God, the dog, Chimmy or Chimmy. So we have these little stickers right here. That's super cute. And we have photo cards. Let me just put this down over here. Let's see here. Photo cards. Let's see what photo cards I got. Okay, I have this little Stell one. I don't know if you guys can see it, but here's the little Stell one. And then I have some Mahalima ones. Oh, this is cute. Wait. Hold up, y'all. Look at this. Look at Ken's face in this. Also, look at Pablo in the back with his little gold gloves. I love that. Let's see. And then I have, oh, this is cool. This is the mirror pic that if you guys watch the behind the scenes of their photo shoot, they were doing a little mirror pic. There's Josh, Justin, and Pablo. Look at Pablo's flowy hair, his lion mane in that. That's so cool. Okay, so, and now we have, ooh, okay. So I'm going to get to the photo book in a second, but we also have this poster of all of them. That is really pretty. So yeah, there's all of them together. That's so cool. And if you guys saw the photo shoot behind the scenes challenge, you guys have probably seen the process of them shooting this picture. This is a poster. That's really nice. And then for the photo book, I'm not going to show you guys all the photos in this just in case somebody wants to buy it at the concert. I don't want to spoil all of it. But, oh, wow. Okay, so these are really cool. I'll show you Let me pick a page. I'll show you one page out of these, and so you can see what they look like. Let me find a good one here. Oh, these are dope. So they're the black outfits in that one video that they used during the concert. The part where they're like all running. You'll see it. If you're going to the concert, you'll see it. I'm not going to spoil too much. Okay, I will pick one page to show. So here's one side of it. Here's Justin, Stell, and Ken. And then here's the other side of it. Also, Justin, Stell, and Ken. So there's that. Yeah, and then the rest of it is basically all group photos and individual photos, things like that, in those black outfits. So that is really dope. So it comes with a poster, photo book, photo card, stickers, and Pack to Tag tape. So I have that. And then, okay, for official merch, I'm gonna do this light stick. So this one, obviously, I already unboxed because I used it during the concert, but this is what the box looks like. Let me see if I can pry it open. That's adorable. Yes, these are so cute. I absolutely love these. Let me get this open. Why is this box so difficult? Okay, here we go. Okay, so here's the light stick. I think it's charged. So for those of you who are going, if you are getting a light stick there, don't make the same mistake I did and do this trying to turn it on because I thought it was broken. You have to press down the top button and hold it and it turns on like that. So press it down and hold it, and then to change colors, this is the first default one. It's a blue. I know you can't really see it too well because of my ring light, but it's a blue color, and then you press it again and it does this little spinny thing, and then press it again, does a faster spin. And then we got red, I think it's yellow, green, purple, and white, and then back to blue. And then press it again to turn it off. And it comes with, if you guys can see it, it has the SB19 symbol in the middle, and then the back of it is the 18 symbol. And it comes with the little, these things in here. So each of these, here's like, this is the Josh one. You guys can see it, it says Josh. And so all 5 members comes with a little pouch to carry them in. And I think this is the Pack to Tag one. Yeah. So there's the Pack to Tag exclamation point one right there. And you can switch them out to whatever one you want. And it comes with this little charging base here. Basically, you plug it in and then put this in like that. And then it should light up when it's charging. It comes with instructions as well, so you're welcome to read those. But these are just like little tips so that you don't have to be confused like I was, because I am real bad with technology. But anyway, so that's the light stick. I'm gonna put this back. It is gorgeous. It is frankly my favorite light stick that I own, and I have quite a few. I know you can't see them back here, but I have a Monster X one. Actually, here, I'll show you guys. I have a Monster X one. I have this foam one that I got at the Wyatt concert last year. And I have, if I can get it out. Oh, okay, I have a Stray Kids one. So yeah. So this is my sort of my 3rd light stick, or 4th, I guess, if you count the foam one. But yeah, so that's the light stick. Let me just put this down here. And then here's the bag. I got the tote bag. I think it also comes in either black or white, or like black or gold or something. But here's the one I got that says Pack to Tag on it. So now I have this, and I also have a Wyatt tote from last year, which I really, really, really love. So there's that. I got to carry all my goodies in it. And I have the freebie bag from US 18 for Chicago. I don't know where my other one is because I got another one for Dallas. But you struggled opening your light stick box too. They're packaged in there. But basically, okay, so these come with instructions. If you guys are going, or if you've never gone before, you're probably gonna get a little freebie bag like this. So these are the fan projects, and every city that they go to, there's a different fan project. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna open this bag, and it comes with a little set of instructions. So like this one, this white light stick, it says wave during the ELAU chorus. So you turn it on like this, press it a couple times to change the blinking, and then during ELAU chorus, you can do this. Or if you don't have a light stick, this will substitute for a light stick. So that was really fun, and I saw people doing this during MAPPA and Nieve as well, so there's this piece, and then this one, this is gold ribbon tied to the fingers and waved during the Gento chorus. So they basically were like doing this during the Gento chorus. So there's that. And then, ooh, I got a photo card. So I got a photo card right here. That's everybody right there. I love that. I love that I got the Mahalima one because we also had individual solo photo cards too, but I wanted one with all 5 of them. So there's that. And it also comes with candy. I will be honest with you guys, I've never seen these candies before. Here, I'll show you. There's this one. It's a marshmallow. Does anybody know, have you guys ever tried these candies before? Let me know if they're good because I haven't eaten them yet, but kind of want to try. And I have, there's also a finger light, and it's, I think I might have lost it, but it's like a little thing. You strap it on your finger and slide the little button, and then the light turns on, and you wave that during one of the songs as well. And then it comes with a couple of these candies. This is a mango something. Feels like a hard candy. So mango, that. And then I think this is a gummy. Yes, lychee gummy candy. Ooh, I love that. Those are really good. I like lychee hard candy, so that's, I can't wait to try that. So there's that. Yeah, lots of freebies. Yes, that's correct. US 18 are pretty generous. And then at the Dallas show, they also gave me a little bag with like 4 finger lights, and that was really cute because they gave a bag up on stage during Go Up. So all four of the guys got finger lights. Josh did not get one. So somebody ran up with a finger light and they were like, "Josh!" and he couldn't hear them. So us in the front row, we were like, "Josh!" You know, and he saw it and he got the finger light. I felt so bad because he didn't know how to turn it on. The other 4 got it, but he didn't. And I understand why, because there's like a cap on the top of the light and you have to pull the cap off to make it work. And you have to like slide the little button thing to turn it on, and after you put it under your finger. And he was sitting there fiddling with it and like trying to turn it on. And he was looking over at like, you know, other members' finger lights, trying to figure out how they got theirs on. After a while, he just gave up and just like had the light on his finger, you know, turned off. But I thought it was really cute. I wanted to like help him and be like, push the button on the side, but like he was busy singing, so you know, I didn't want to interfere. And then okay, next thing, here's the Pagtatag shirt. So it came in this bag right here, which is really fun. And let me see here. I know this is weird, but I kept some of the stuff in here. Like here's my wristband for VIP for Chicago. So there's that. And then I got this cute little Josh Cullen money thing. Because he throws money during Get Right. He's like, you know, tell him my amount, JC, and throws a bunch of money everywhere. And this was actually given to me by an 18 who was sitting near the front. And when he threw it, she caught a couple of these. So she gave me one of them because I was further back in Chicago. I wasn't able to grab it. So yeah, it's this little like Josh Cullen $100 bill thing. It's so cute. And I am going to hold on to that. And I have the little Pagtatag shirt tag, but here is what I got. The black shirt. I believe you can also get the white or gold shirt. And this is what it looks like. So there's this, and it has basically the track list. It says Pagtatag SB19 second EP release, and it has basically the track things like Gento, I Want You, Crimson, and so on. But it's pretty big on me. It's like it's giant, kind of how my Rad Kids shirt fits on me. It's basically like a dress. But that's fine. I don't mind baggy t-shirts. Oversized t-shirts are really comfy. So there's that. And then I also want to show a little gift that I got from a very artistic 18 called Kim on Twitter. Let me look up Kim's Twitter handle real quick because I want to get this right. Kim, okay, it's @_ capital AVIAQ, but she gave me this this print, and I don't know if y'all saw on Twitter, but she gave the same one to Stell at the photo op for Dallas. So he's got one of these, and it's basically the 5 of them drawn as Disney characters. Like if they were Disney princes, that's what they would look like. So there's that. And then I also really, really want to share this on the back as well. I hope she doesn't mind me showing this, but one of my favorite Disney movies is Treasure Planet. So she drew all of them, the 5 members, as Treasure Planet characters. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie, but if you have, the characters, like she drew Justin as Jim Hawkins. and then Pablo as Long John Silver over here, and Josh as Delbert, I think, and Stell as Captain Amelia, and then Ken as Morph, the little pink blobby thing, which I think is absolutely hysterical that Ken is Morph. That's so funny to me, but it's adorable. But yeah, so those are all of the merch and freebie things that I have. Um, yeah, let's see. Let me check some of these comments here because I don't mean to ignore you guys. Sometimes I ramble and I like forget to check. Um, hmm, let's see here. Hi to everybody who is joining in. 234 of you. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here on my very first ever YouTube live stream. I hope I'm not boring you. Let's see. What song will you pick if they ask you to dance with them on the stage? Um, Maybe Leham, because I'm a bit of a romantic and kind of a sucker for romantic songs. So maybe Leham. And Leham has become my favorite SB19 ballad. It was Mappa. Mappa was my reigning SB19 song for the longest time. I don't really have like one specific favorite song now, but as far as the ballads go, Leham has taken the top spot. That song has always made me cry. That and Niebe are my two favorite ballads by them. So love your photos and your outfit at Chicago and Dallas. Thank you so much. Hi, Kelly. Hi. Let's see. A lot of SB19 stuff. Yes, I have a lot of merch. And I have like fan made merch and official merch, but sometimes official merch can be really difficult to get from the Philippines. So I try my best. That's why I get a lot of stuff when I go to the cons because that official stuff is like the only time they're ever physically here in the States to get them. But I have ordered a couple things from the Philippines, like the Rad Kids shirt I did order. There's like one other item that's coming in sometime in a month or two. But yeah, the other things are all like fan made stuff. Like this Bulan shirt is like not an official thing. Let's see. Hi. Hello, everyone. There's going to be a homecoming concert in December. I don't know for sure. I don't know if there's been any like official confirmation that they're having one, so I'm not gonna like confirm or deny because I truly do not know. But I think we're just gonna have to wait for the official account to announce it because if we learned anything from this tour, wait for the official account to announce things before we draw conclusions or make assumptions. Homecoming would be wild, yeah. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Naomi or Naomi. Is that how you say your name? Hello. So those are finger lights. Yeah, so I don't have my finger light on me right now, and I do have the other bag from Dallas somewhere around here with the 4 finger lights. But yeah, they're like the little things with the elastic bands. That's what they are. Love the concert memoirs. I do too. The Josh dollar, isn't that cute? So creative. Would you consider going to the Philippines for their homecoming? I wish, but I think I might be going on another trip in December. I'm not sure, but that would be fun. Maybe next tour, maybe we'll see. Um, the JC dollars. That is so funny because when he threw it, I thought he was just throwing like paper, like scraps of paper, but they actually went the extra mile and printed whole Josh Cullen $100 bills. It says Josh Cullen Get Right, and I'm so happy about that because Get Right is my favorite JC solo. Like, y'all have no idea. I turn up to that song. It's so, so, so good. Treasure Planet's a good movie. Heck yeah, it is. It's one of my favorites. Ken is Morph. That's so funny to me. Like, that was such a good choice, Kim, to do that. How did you handle the I Want You performance? I didn't. I feel like I blanked out. The part where they all get on the ground and they do the hip bridge thing, I forgot that it was coming in the choreo, because I've seen the choreo multiple times before from other fan cams, but I was filming it and I stopped recording right before they got on the ground. So I was like gonna fumble with my phone to try to film it again. But as soon as they got on the ground, I like froze and I made eye contact with everybody lying down on that stage. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put my phone down because I can't, I'm not gonna even look away to look at my phone. I'm just so transfixed by everything that's going on this stage. Like eye level on the stage, doing that. Yeah, let's see. You pick Freedom Zumba, Agent Con. That's a good idea too. Freedom Zumba would be so much fun. Let's see. How would you describe each member? Oh my gosh. Okay, I have a way to put this. What would you guys think their Harry Potter houses would be? Because I asked this last year after the Wyatt tour. I posted it on Twitter, and people were weighing in with their opinions about what they think they should be. I think Josh would be a Gryffindor. I think Pablo and Justin would be Ravenclaws. Ken would be a Slytherin, and Stell would be a Hufflepuff. But yeah, each member is so unique, and that's why I don't have a bias, because there's something that I love about every single person. They're so unique in their features and their personalities. I can't just pick one and say I relate to them the most, because each one of them has something amazing to offer, and they're just like puzzle pieces that make up this group as a whole. So, if I bias one, it feels like it just doesn't feel right to me, because, that's me personally. If you have an individual bias, you're more than welcome to it, but I just like having the whole picture there. Who do you think stares the most at you? I have no idea, y'all. I was trying to look at 5 different people at once. If they stared at me, I didn't notice. Sometimes they made eye contact with me and I could see they smiled or something. Like Josh, I saw he looked at me a couple times and I waved at him. I waved at Justin, I think, and he waved back, which was a full circle moment because he waved at me during sound check in New York for the Wyatt tour. I was standing there like in the crowd when they were doing sound check, and I was like, and he saw me and waved right back at me, and I was over the moon. So let me see. Oh, when I had my little sprout bouquet out at the end around Freedom, when they were doing that, for those of y'all who didn't hear earlier, I made these little sprout clips. They have like little black clips on them, and I painted them gold and red to match the sprout from the Pug to Tog trailer. And I had like 5 of them because I wanted to give them to the boys. And so I was like waving the sprouts like this. I literally have a fan cam of me with my sprout doing this during Freedom. And at the beginning of the song when I started doing it, I think Pablo saw it and he laughed. So I know a couple of them did see my little sprout I was holding and they thought it was funny. So that was a win. It's a win for Kelly. A Lehum choir version. If they released a Lehum choir version, you wouldn't see me anymore. I'd cry and melt into a puddle, and then my channel would have to end. So, but yes, I would love to see a choir version of that. Love all the pics and videos. Let's see. Thanks for being there. I thank them for coming there. Does seeing them in person change your impression of them? I love them even more now because I was so nervous going up to them and talking to them. Sometimes I forget that artists are genuinely, they're just people, and you can't forget that. You can't forget the humanity behind the artist. They're people first before they're artists. But sometimes when you see them in person, that just kind of goes out of your mind and you're like, how should I approach this person without them finding me creepy? But yeah, seeing them in person was very surreal. Pablo's zip, was that really open? I have no idea. I'll be honest. Because a couple of the staff members ran in front of me and I saw them, they were saying something to Pablo. And I was like, I had my phone out at the time. And they said something like, Pablo, something, something, something. And he turned, I saw him like look down and then turn around while he was on stage. And I immediately turned my phone. I was like, nope, I'm not going to be that one fan that looks like they're trying to film Pablo fixing a costume malfunction. I'm not going to be that fan. So I went, and I think the funny thing is like you can even see it in the fan cam. It's literally because I'm filming like Pablo for a second and then suddenly I just do that. Because I want to give him, not draw attention to the fact that he's fixing a costume malfunction, but he turned around, he had this like smile on his face. It was really funny. But I honestly didn't even notice it until I went back and looked at the fan cams. I really didn't even notice that there was anything wrong, to be honest. They were so busy dancing and I try not to think about that too much. I'd be a great sorting hat. You think so? Yeah, last year I think I said Pablo was a Gryffindor, and some people agreed and some people were like, nah, he's a Ravenclaw. And now after like 8 months to think about it, I was like, yeah, he's a Ravenclaw. Good day, watching from the Philippines. Pablo Ravenclaw, Josh Gryffindor, Stell Hufflepuff, Ken Slytherin, Justin Hufflepuff. I feel like Justin could fit into either Hufflepuff or Ravenclaw, so I see where you're going with that. What happened when you went to the concert? How did you feel? I felt elated. I felt great. Like it's crazy. I felt so happy. Who's the most shy? I don't know. I think all of them have their shy moments. And there's nothing wrong with that. They don't owe us anything by being outgoing if they don't feel like it. But I think at least I think it kind of just depends on the day. Um, like when we were at the Bean, I think Pablo and Ken were a little bit more like distant. I think maybe if they were just tired or, and I don't want to make it sound like I'm saying anything negative about either of them because I'm truly not. We all have our days when we want to interact with people and our days when we don't. So maybe that was just a day where, they were just tourists, they were touring the city and, I feel like maybe at that moment they just weren't really in the mood to chat with people coming up to them, which I understood. And that's why I took the selfie. I asked them, I took the selfie, and then I talked to the members who were a little bit more, who were more in the mood to talk to people. So, let me see. Do you have freebies again this year? Your Wyatt scrunchies are so cute. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so this year I had little sprout hair clips, and I talked about this earlier in the live if you want to go back and watch that somewhere in the hour that I've been rambling. But basically, for my Chicago outfit, I had this little box prop to match the tank that was in the Pogdatog trailer, and it came with a little sprout, right? So I painted that sprout and I put it in the box, and I was like, okay, well, it came in a pack of like 20 of these. So instead of throwing them away, I'm just going to paint them and give them out to people. So I only had a very limited amount. I think I had more scrunchies last year to give away. This one, I only had like a couple bags of the sprouts. So I painted them and gave them to some people. And I saw a comment in there saying, Topher reacts, flexed your sprout. Yeah, I gave one to him and to Synergic as well because they were sitting in my row. So I wanted them each to have one. Let's see. Actually, I saw that you were the one who got Pablo's attention. If I did, again, sometimes like I don't realize who's looking at me unless I make direct eye contact with them and I'm like, yeah, they're looking at me. Sometimes like I'm looking around and I have, sometimes I'm trying to like look and film at the same time and I don't realize who's looking at me and who isn't. So I don't know if you guys see other fan cams or other videos or something, or if you're watching my fan cams and you see something that I don't, let me know because sometimes I miss my own fan cams. Like I miss stuff that goes on in my own videos. Let's see. Who did you like most? Out of the 5 of them, I love all of them. I don't really have like one member that I like the most. How's La Luna? Dang, dang indeed. La Luna was dope, especially at the Dallas show when I could see it right up close. Oh my gosh, they had this thing where he came out and it was like this little hazy effect and his intro video on the screen above, so, so, so cool. But just the setup for that thing. I know he had the scouts during the Philippines leg of the tour. And I feel like he did a pretty good job navigating around the fact that they don't have the backup dancers, which can be kind of hard when you have something like that where the effects and the dancers, it kind of goes with the story and it feels like you have to alter that a little bit to tell a different story, but I think he did great doing it by himself. I mean, he's a charismatic actor, he's talented at portraying emotions, and he did fantastic. Is it hard to not have a bias? Nope. I just keep getting wrecked by everybody at every point. So it's like, just sit back and watch the chaos happen. That's how I feel about it. Did you have a concert bias? No, because I think every member did something different and they all did a great job. So not really a concert bias. That's the beauty of a smaller concert venue. You can watch them really close. That is true. That is something I thought about. Like, I wonder if it really felt different for them because I know that they've performed in different venues before, but it must have been so drastically different for this tour because they started at the Araneta for, 2 sold out shows. And then they came to Dallas and it was this smaller concert hall or smaller theater kind of thing where we were closer to the stage. And I think that there's benefits to both of them. It kind of depends on what you want. Do you want to be in a big stadium where you have the effects and, the dancers everywhere and the lighting and the big grand stadium thing? Or do you want it to be a smaller, more intimate performance where you have more interaction with, between artists and fans and with the fans around you? It really depends on what you want. I think there's virtue to both, frankly. Let's see here. What's your favorite food? I don't know. I don't really have a favorite food. I love boba. I know that's a drink, that's not a food, but I do love boba. I also really like fried chicken, like any kind of fried chicken. Korean fried chicken, chicken tenders, everything. I love fried chicken. Let's see. Are you going to upload a vlog? Yes. Okay, good thing. This is a good time to transition into that. So, for the 241 of you watching, yes. So, I vlogged every single day that I was traveling there. So, Wednesday, I flew into Chicago and I had the afternoon kind of to myself and I got to hang out with Caters a little bit. I vlogged a bit of that. Thursday, that was my tourist day out in Chicago where I met the guys at the Bean. Yes, I did vlog all of that. Y'all are going to see that little travel vlog of me, Paige, Jasmine, and Caters going through Chicago. Friday, that was the concert day for Chicago. I did vlog that as well. You guys are going to see kind of what it was like before the concert, me going into the venue and everything. I did take fan cams of soundcheck and the actual show. But the thing about me is I don't take full videos of the entire song. So what you guys are going to see are little snippets from the different songs, as many as I can put. And also because, reactors are reacting, I did film a couple of my reactions to some of the songs. So you guys are going to see me like with my light stick, maybe being teary-eyed a little bit. I don't know. But you guys are going to see all the fan cams that I have. I'm going to put them all into the vlog. So it's just going to be like a little like mishmash of clips all put together. But yes, I will be doing that. And then Dallas, kind of the same thing. The Dallas Con, I did vlog. And then the day after, where I was exploring a little bit, I went to Six Flags with April. So that was fun. But yeah, that's going to come out soon. And then Monday going back. Yeah, so about that, I have been literally traveling the entire second half of July, not just for this Wyatt tour, but for other, family and vacation related purposes. So I've literally had no time to film, edit, or do anything as far as reaction videos or my vlog. That's why my last one was like a week ago, and then the other one was like a week before that, because I literally have been gone the entire second half of July, and I won't be ending my travels until like the first week of August because I'm going to be super, super busy this weekend. So I will be getting those vlogs out. I will try to edit as much as I can this weekend and try to get them out to you as soon as possible. I've had no time to really post fan cams and stuff until after I got back, which was like around Monday. So that's why it's been taking me so long to upload vlogs and upload my photos and my fan cams. It's like a week later after the Chicago con, just because I've literally had no time to do that because of all the hectic traveling. So yes, they will be coming out. Just please be patient with me. I will try to get those out and do more reaction videos. The reaction videos might be a little bit more few and far between as I'm trying to get the vlogs out. So once I get all the vlogs out, I'll go back to more reaction videos. But I will be honest, I don't think I'm going to be doing reaction videos every single day like I have been doing. It might be every other day or like every 2 or 3 days instead. Just as my schedule is changing after July, I'm probably going to just sort of decrease the amount of RVs that I do every single week. So the daily upload thing might go down just a little bit, but I absolutely will be reacting to more things. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, so there's my update on my vlog. Watch out for that. It will be coming. I cannot guarantee when, but it will be coming. Sorry, I keep missing all these comments. I promise I'm not ignoring you guys. See, Pablo actor era, period. Put him in more dramas. Stell got your little sprout, right? Yes, that was from me. The little sprout that was like clipped to the top of his head at the end of the concert, that was from me. Just joined. Well, thank you for just joining a little while ago. Where'd your comment go? Why did Ken look like he got shy or self-conscious in his solo at Dallas? I don't know. I didn't think he was like self-conscious or anything. I think he was just like giggling. I don't know if it's because we were in the front row, we were screaming at him because we had all been waiting for Criminal. Like all of us, we were all waiting to see Criminal up close. So I really don't know what the reason was. I just thought it was really cute that he was giggling. I like seeing him smiling. I like seeing him enjoying his performance because he always has that kind of like tough guy, like badass sort of vibe. So when he does smile or laugh, and especially if he breaks character during a song, that's gold right there. That's fun to watch. Let's see. Philippine artist has a lower price though, so you can go for front tickets every time. That is true, but I feel like they sell out faster or they sell out more than the US ones do. The US ones, the VIP tickets are the first to sell out as well, but it takes a little bit longer. But I have seen like pictures on Twitter of, especially for the homecoming and the opening cons, like the lines are going down the street and, it's crashing websites and everything. So if I were to ever go to a con in the Philippines, I think I'd pick one of the cities that's not Manila. Nothing against the Araneta or everything, but it just seems like it's so packed and so crowded, and tickets are crazy. But if I did get any tickets to the Araneta shows, I would try to get those VIP ones so I could get in the front. But I just kind of have to settle for whatever I could get. But the other ones, like the Bacolod or the Davao shows, that one I would probably go to because the venue's a little bit smaller, and I think I like smaller venues a little better than the big stadium ones. Topher's a Stelberry. I'm sure he was screaming, especially on Defying Gravity. He was cheering for Stel pretty loudly. It was really, really cute to watch because I knew he was a Stel bias. So every time like Stel did something, I would like peek over and just see him smiling proudly. And so it was really cute. Have you tried chicken adobo? Yes, yes, I have. Actually, both my mom and my dad make chicken adobo all the time at home. Um, Slightly different recipes because my dad's is a little bit more like Americanized, I guess, but both very good though. So I grew up eating it. Um, you're new here. Hi, Willie Vasquez. If you're new here, hi, thanks for being new. How did you feel when the girl gave you the printed money? Well, she showed it to me first, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. I want to see. And she's like, yeah, I have a couple. Do you want one? And I was like, yes, I do. So I have one, and it's so precious to me. Look at that. It's so cute. But yes, I do have one now. Were there more non-Pinoy casuals, first timers in all the concert legs you've been in? Excuse me. Yeah, so I especially saw it at the Dallas Con. There were a lot of people who were not Filipino, but they had come from all over the South, like from Louisiana, from Mississippi, from Kentucky, from other parts of Texas. I mean, the whole South showed up to the Dallas concert, you know. But yeah, it was very heartwarming to see fans there from all different walks of life and all different backgrounds. It was a great thing to see. It was great to interact with everybody and get to know about them and where they're from. Um, Let's see. The boys say they give 100% whether they perform for 1,000 crowd or for less than 10. That is absolutely true. And that Dallas show, and I feel like it sold a little bit less than the Chicago show. I don't think either of the shows sold out, but they gave a performance like they were at the Araneta. Truly, I was not at all disappointed. And it shows how much they really care for their fans. Because like it's not even about the numbers, it's about the people who made the effort to show up and be there. Even if it's half the venue, a third of the venue, whatever, the people who did come there paid a lot of money to be there, and they're there to support you and because they love you. That's why we all traveled from everywhere, because we love these artists and want to show them support. So, I know that's something that they always keep in the back of their mind, and they know that. So they always give back to us what we give to them, and it's very heartwarming. It's one of the best relationships between artist and fan that I've ever seen from any artist. 265 people, all y'all watching me at past midnight EST here. Thank you all for tuning in. If you're from here in the US, don't get too tired. I know it's super late at night here. Does your Filipino mom love SB19's music? She does like them. I've shown her some of their music, and she's just kind of like, oh, yeah, that's good. She's not really a P-pop fan or an OPM fan in general, but she is familiar with like OPM music. But actually, no, I take that back. I think she is an OPM fan. It's just P-pop specifically. She just hasn't really gotten that into. But she does like OPM in general. I mean, that's something she grew up listening to, so it wouldn't surprise me. But I think she puts up with my fangirling. The whole family knows that I love SB19. Like mom's side, dad's side, they all been new. I don't know why. Ever since I subbed to your channel and followed your RVs, I realized that you are my biased reactor. Thank you, guitar lover. That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much for subscribing and watching. I appreciate that. Aren't you of Filipino descent? Yeah, I'm half Filipino on my mom's side. Will you have the collab reaction video with Caters in your channel too? Yes, we will get to that whenever we can, because I know Caters is busy traveling around the country because she's going to all the stops except for Dallas. So I will get in contact with her about how we are gonna get that together, but it will be released. We're hoping to put it on both of our channels. But yeah, we reacted to what did we react to? Episode 2 of their show break, where they did like the Pictionary challenge and the Who's Lying challenge, like the little mafia game. We reacted to that until like 3 or 4 in the morning because we did a live beforehand, and then we stayed and reacted. And we were deliriously tired, but I'm glad that we did it because it was really fun. But yes, it will be coming out at some point. Again, cannot guarantee. It might have to wait until after the US leg is over just so Caters can have some time to rest and recuperate, you know. But I will try to see if I can get in contact with her. Let's see, waiting for your vlog. So happy for you. And April was cheering for both and dying inside at the same time. Yeah, we were dying inside, but we could not stop laughing at each other because we were screaming K-pop sis, they were screaming Megan and Brianna. So all of us were, and then next to me there was a lovely girl that I met from Twitter and her mom. They were also there and they were filming, and she was so sweet. Her mom was so nice. So us ladies in the front, we were having the time of our lives. And if I could go back to any moment in my life and relive that over again, it would be the Dallas concert. Um, have you tried cooking Filipino chicken or pork adobo? I've actually never tried. Fun fact about me. I do like cooking though, but I've never tried making adobo. So that is on my bucket list of things to try. Yeah, I'll get my mom to teach me. I'll let you guys know how it goes. Um, let's see. Are you still going to attend either the California or New York or DC shows? I will not. My Paktatag journey ends at Dallas. So Chicago and Dallas are my two, capping it at two for this one. But next time, it's very possible that I might go to more than that. I might go to three or, you know, maybe more stops. I'm hoping. Because this is the first time I've ever gone to more than one show on the same tour. Like I've never done that for an artist. It's always just been one show, but this is the first time. Um, let's see. You drove from Tennessee to Dallas, 7 hours. Holy crap, Jazz. Y'all drove. Yeah, a lot of people drove. Some people, you know, 7, 8 hours. I flew. Oh, coming from Chicago, I had to fly. Yeah, but yeah, kudos to everybody that took that long road trip. Good for you guys. Let's see. Watching from Canada. Hello, Rice Bunny from Canada. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see. Yes, I'm scrolling through. I'm looking at everybody's questions in the chat here. I promise. I literally I rambled and I turned to look, and suddenly the chat's just full. So I'm scrolling here, guys. I promise. Don't know if you know who Esmil is. He's another Filipino who's making it big globally. Yeah, so I know who he is. I've seen a couple of his music videos before. I don't really listen, excuse me, I don't really listen to him as much as I listen to other P-pop, but I have heard his songs. So yes, I am familiar with him, but just more like a casual listener. But yeah, congratulations to him. That's great that he's been signed by so many big artists, and I wish the best for him. And I don't really know anything about him personally, but I wish the best for his career. Thanks for this. I'm waiting for you. Actually, I want to hear from you. Yeah, it's kind of fun going live. Actually, I'm glad I could do this. Let's see. Will K-pop sis upload their concert video? I think that's a question to ask them. I really don't know for sure, but you know, you could definitely ask them if you'd like to know. You're gonna watch their Wish Bus, not in person, but when they release the video, I will do a reaction video to it. So, wish I could see it in person. That'd be fun. I want to go see Wish Bus in the Philippines. Have any of you guys been to Wish Bus in the Philippines? What is that like? Because I've seen people stand out in the rain, in the sun, at night. I mean, I have seen people, you know, camp out there to watch Wish Bus. So that looks like it's a lot of fun. You're pretty as usual, Kelly. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that. Hi from Washington, D.C. Hello. Good to see you in D.C. Let's see. Do you know the Filipinos won against New Zealand, a historic one for the Philippines? Are you talking about the World Cup, like the soccer? I did hear about that. I actually don't follow sports. Sorry, guys. But I did hear about that because my friends reposted that. So that's amazing. I'm so happy for that, for the women's soccer team for World Cup. You're one of my favorite reactors. Thank you, Lucy. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching my videos and tuning in. Let's see here. Hi from Canada. 2 locations on the same tour is amazing enough. Thank you for your support. Yeah, I was like, you know what? This is my first time doing multiple. I didn't want to overdo it. And like between my schedule and my traveling back and forth, because literally like the entire second half of July, it's been like travel. And then I come back and I have like 1 or 2 days to pack. And then I get on a plane the next day and go somewhere. And then I come back and I, pack again for a day or two. And then I gotta go. Literally, I'm gonna travel tomorrow actually. So y'all won't hear from me on this channel for a couple days. But yeah, I will be traveling again tomorrow. So let's see. I saw on Twitter that Chicago was sold out. There was a video where fans were buying tickets but were told no more. If so, that's amazing. I was in the middle of the theater, so I couldn't really see all the way to the back or on the top if that was sold out. But there were definitely a lot of people at the Copernicus. Like it was a packed venue. I think you mentioned in one of your videos that your mom is Ilongo. Where is she from originally? My mom is from Bacolod. So that's where she was born and raised before coming here. Eating lunch right now. I got a dragon fruit drink with me. That sounds pretty good. I want to try a dragon fruit drink. New subscriber, Penny F. Oh, well, hello. Thank you for subscribing. You are so pretty. Thank you, Leishla. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. Let's see. You mentioned in a previous video you don't have a bias in SB19. Has it changed now that you're able to watch them live? Nope. Hasn't changed yet. I'm still Mahalima. Still the 5. If you saw vacant seats in Chicago, it's because the people stood up and moved forward. Yeah, that did happen. That was one thing I was a little bit worried about. The Chicago crowd did start to get a little bit rowdy during the show, and I was worried that it was going to make the artists upset or make the staff upset, and I didn't want that to set the precedent for the rest of the tour. Like now of course there are moments during the show, like during the end of their sound check and during the encore, that you can go to the front of the stage and hold your phones out and get them to sign stuff. That's okay, but there were issues like at the end of sound check, people were not returning to their seats, and Justin and Josh even were like, guys, please sit down, we got to keep going. Nobody moved. And the staff came out and they were like, hey guys, go back to your seats, please sit down so we can continue this. And nobody moved. And it took them literally a couple minutes of repeating themselves. And I was like, guys, do not make Justin and Josh repeat themselves over and over to sit down. Like I stayed in the back because I didn't want to go up to the front of the stage because I knew I was going to be doing that in Dallas. I was going to be in the front. So there was really no need for me to do it in Chicago. I could just wait till the next day. But I did see people like right at the front who were just not moving. And I was like, I don't want to be a judgmental audience member, but even I was like, guys, don't make them angry because that means that the rest of the tours they're gonna be more strict and they're not gonna let people go to the front or something. But it was not the night to get them upset. And there were some times where I think that like somebody got a little bit too physical with one of the members at one point. And again, I didn't want that to leave a bad impression of international fans. And I didn't want that to set the precedent for the rest of the tours where they wouldn't come to the front of the stage anymore. Because I was going to be devastated if they didn't come to the front for Dallas because I was going to be right there. But yeah, there were a lot of people there and it did get pretty rowdy of people standing in the aisles, because some people were standing in the front and I had to keep standing up because I couldn't see over people if I was sitting. So I had to stand up. But yeah, it did get kind of a rowdy crowd in Chicago. As hype as it was, it did get a little bit out of control a couple times. And I was very scared that the management was gonna get upset about it. But let's see. New subscribe. What about Elau and Crimzone? 2 very different songs. Elau, beautifully done. Every time they perform it live, they always give the same amount of emotion and amount of power in that song. I've never seen, between the 2 concerts, both times they just so explosive emotionally. Elau requires that kind of emotion. It's one of those songs where if you don't do it without emotion, it doesn't hit the same. And then Crimson, oh my God, that's one of my favorite songs that they've ever released. Like that ending bit where it's like, blood is spilled, let it drip, drip, drip. Oh my God, I was jumping. I was so sweaty. By the end of Chicago, I was so sweaty because I was jumping so hard. Let's see. Your mom is Filipina, right? Does she know SB19? You should invite her to the next tour. So we actually did go as a family to New York for the Wyatt tour. She and my dad are not interested in P-pop really, though I have shown her SB19's work. She's not really that into P-pop that much, so she declined to go with my sister and I to the New York concert, but they did come to New York anyway, and they walked around and did stuff while we were at the concert. She did meet some of the 18 though, because she and my dad were with me when we went to the Good Day New York TV guesting. When I was getting in line, they were like walking with me, and she talked to some of the 18 in line, and then she and my dad went off and did their own thing. But yeah, she is very aware of my love for this group. So you're going to see them Friday in San Francisco. Well, Penny, I hope you enjoy the concert. I hope you have the most fun. Let me know how it goes. What was your favorite outfit of theirs? Wow, great question. I loved their crimson slash bazinga outfits. The kind of these neon, bright, um, almost like, I don't know if it's like futuristic or something, but really, really brightly colored outfits. Those were cool. The denim for I Want You, that section with like everybody in kind of the matching blue pants and the white tops. That was really cool. Ken's cowboy hat stole the show. I mean, I know they were dying to get those cowboy hats on their heads in Dallas. Yeah, but yeah, as far as outfits go, they've got a lot of really good ones. Oh, their solo outfits. Pablo's robe, that's really cool. Josh Cullen's outfits, 10 out of 10. Philip's outfit, that giant coat Philip has, like the white one or whatever it is, that's pretty dope. Yeah, oh, Justin's little like jacket or his shirt with the cat on it, with Saoirse on it, that's cute. I'm surprised at the age range that loves SB19, and I love that. It's not only the younger crowds. My parents commented on that too when they walked by the guesting for the Wyatt tour for Good Day New York, and they saw all the 18 in line. Afterwards, my dad was like, you know, you were probably the youngest person there. And I was like, at the time, I might have been because other people came in after they left. But I was like, yeah, the age range is crazy. I mean, in Chicago, we had everybody from grandparents to little kids at that show. And seeing them interact with the little kids during sound check was super cute because they sat the little kids kind of in the middle. So they were sitting like between Stell and Pablo. They would like put them there for the photo op, and it was pretty adorable. Um, Loved your outfit in the concert. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Top three performances. Wow, top three. Hmm. I think I Want You is always going to have a special place in my heart just because of how out there it is and how different it is from all their other things. Like that's a side of them you've never seen prior to this tour. So that's a very memorable one to say the least. And then their performance of probably Ilau definitely was really good. The solos, I can't even rank the solos because they were all so good. You can feel that they're all really in their element when they do their solos because it's, you know, it's their own work or it's a piece that they hold really dear to their hearts. You know, Stell and Justin with Little Things and Defying Gravity, things that really fit their voice really, really well. So I think those were really good choices. Um, Happy for you, and you got to see them interact in person. I'm happy I got to see them too. The Tila Luha and Hanggang Sahuli mix. Yes, okay, that one I completely forgot to mention. That was beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad they did a mashup of those together. Because I wasn't expecting it when the Manila kickoff happened. I was not expecting them to do a mashup. I thought they were going to do them separately or not include one of them, but they did both together. You know, they're two, they're OG ballads, and I thought that was great. Your sister is an 18 too. She is. She's more of a casual listener. She's not as much of a stan as I am. But I did get her into SB19, and she did really, really, really enjoy the Wyatt concert last year. She wasn't able to come to these due to scheduling this year, but she is an 18, and I send her, you know, all the pictures and the fan cams for her to watch. So, yeah, she also enjoys their music, and she does love the members. I don't think she has a bias either. Last time I asked, I feel like her bias has been changing because at first it was Ken, and then after the Wyatt concert, it was Stell because Stell was standing right behind her at the photo op, and she was like, you know, she had hard eyes. And then afterwards, I don't think she has a bias anymore. It's just all five. Hmm. Let's see, April is a super hyper reactor and you're a bit more demure. I'm curious if you had the same reactions during the concert. Yes, we did. We both felt the same emotions, but we kind of expressed it differently. She's very expressive and is so hype and energetic, and I'm a little bit more reserved. We're two very different kinds of reactors, but we both have the same emotions and the same energy. At the concert. So, and I was screaming a little bit. I was yelling. Y'all are gonna see it. I was yelling some of the lyrics back at them. Um, but Yeah, I think in general, it's nice to have a mix of reactions in the crowd, so it's not all one type of expression. But yeah, but we did have pretty similar reactions. There were some times where like she was yelling and I was laughing because it was so funny, and then there were times where I was screaming and she was laughing at me. So it went both ways. Let's see. Can you describe how they are up close compared to seeing them in videos? I was actually talking to, I think I was talking to Caters in one of our Uber rides. I was like, I just use Josh as an example, like seeing him and talking to him up close versus thinking about the Josh that you see in his music videos, like Wild Tonight, things like that. It's such a big contrast between the person and then the artist who's like, put in the glowing spotlight. When you see them in person, it feels very normal. And I was very nervous. I was fumbling over my words trying to talk to him and Stell, but they were very gracious about it, and they're just very kind people. I told Stell that I learned the Gento and Crimson dances for TikTok. It was the first time I'd ever done a TikTok dance, and he was like, "Wow, really? It's so cool." So they're very patient with us, letting us kind of get our fangirls out. But even when I talk to them, it just feels like I'm not fangirl talking to them. It just feels so normal. Again, maybe it's just because I, as a person, I don't get super hyper in my conversation. I'm a lot more demure, I guess, a lot more relaxed. So when I do talk to them, it's just like, aside from me tripping over my own words, it just feels like a regular conversation. I think a lot of it has to do with how down to earth they are. They make it feel like it's just a regular conversation. They don't ever feel like pretentious or, they don't have the holier than thou type of personality. When I see you, I love you. Thank you so much for that. That's very kind. Pictures and videos didn't give justice to Pablo. He's a more good looking in person. He is so gorgeous on and off camera. I mean, yeah, seeing them up close, I felt like it was just kind of a blur, but yeah, I was very lucky to get that selfie with him. He was very kind about it. But yeah, he is so gorgeous. Seeing La Luna again, I've rambled on about La Luna, but seeing him that close on the stage doing La Luna, I could see every expression. Like I could see the whites of his eyes. He was so close to us. But yeah, he is so, so, so enchanting in person. Like when he's on that stage, that man can command a stage. And I was thinking this too, Pablo was born to perform. Like he really was born to be an artist. So the fans are multi-generational. Like, yeah, who are your top 5 members of SB19? Oh, I couldn't rank them if I tried. They're all wonderful. I think you and Josh will have great chemistry. I think Josh was the easiest to talk to because I had already talked to him in Singapore, and we had a little bit of time to like talk about. I brought my Wyatt scrunchie and I showed it to him, and I was like, I made these for the Wyatt tour. I designed them, and he was like, "Oh wow, you designed those?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did," and I had them custom made somewhere, so I got a bit of a chance to talk to him there. And so then I had something to start with when I talked to him at the Bean, and I showed him the selfie we took because it's my lock screen. And I was like, I don't know if you remember me, but I was that one American at the Cup Sleeve event, and we took this little Fang selfie, and he said that he did remember me. He was like, "Oh yeah, that was you." So he was a lot. I talked to him the longest because I was the most comfortable because I talked to him before. The other members I'd never spoken to, so I didn't know how to start the conversation. But he was very, very nice and very easy to talk to. And normally when I talk to people, I make pretty intense eye contact. With SB19, I was like, I could only look at them for a second and then, look away. But because they were so normal, it's easy to like look them in the eye and talk to them. So that was very nice. And I truly do appreciate how humble they were. Have to go now. Watch again later. Bless you, Kelly. Thank you, Mari. I have been rambling for an hour and a half. You guys, I know this live is so long. I'll probably end this around like 12:45 EST, so 12:45 my time. Let's see, how did your ears survive? Honestly, it was so loud in there, like even if she was screaming next to me, everybody around me was screaming. So, yeah, but you're gonna hear her in my vlog. She's in my video, but I encourage her to fangirl however she wants. If she wants to be loud, she wants to scream, she is more than welcome to it. She was just as excited to be there as I was. So I totally encourage that reaction. Also, the crazy thing is too, I'm really happy that they let us get that close to the stage. Like we were leaning on the stage, and I thought security wasn't going to let us do that after Chicago when people were rushing to the front. but the whole front row was very, very respectful. Nobody threw anything. Nobody grabbed them, which was so nice because a couple times Josh and Ken walked in front of the speakers because we were here and there's a bit of space for the cords to run through, and there's the monitor for their script and the speakers. So there's a little bit of walking room in there. Ken and Josh both walked and Pablo laid down right in front of me to take a selfie with April, and I popped my head in. He turned the camera so I could be in it. But he laid down like right in front of me, and I was like, oh my God, he's right there, but because like I literally, the back of his shirt was right there, and I was like, hi. But I was very thankful that they felt comfortable enough to be that close to us. And I appreciate not only security and the artists, they let them get that close, but I was so thankful that the front row, for the most part, where I was in the center, my row, everybody was pretty respectful and nobody tried to grab them. No one tried to trip them. No one threw anything at them. Everybody, was holding their phones out. Nobody trying to yeet anything on stage because that would have shut everything down right there. And so I'm super thankful that everybody was pretty well behaved. So happy you get to be a reactor for SB19. We're happy to have you. Just want to let you know you're being appreciated. Cherry Floor, that means a lot to me. Thank you. I've only been a reactor for a couple months, but I feel like I've been the luckiest reactor on the planet because I've gotten to meet so many amazing people through my subscribers and through Twitter and through going to the cons. I think one of the best things that being a P-pop stan ever gave me was you guys. This community, because it's one thing to be a fan of the artist, it's another thing to be a fan in the fan base in the community. And I joined US 18 as well, like the official US 18 thing. I joined that while I was out at the Pagdatag concerts. And I've never done that before with a fan base. I never liked to interact with fan bases, but 18 changed that. So because of them, I do this. I'm doing this live at 12:41 a.m. because I enjoy talking to you guys and I enjoy connecting. Stell's Mana outfit in person. Oh, okay. Someone asked earlier, what are my favorite outfits? That the beginning of the show where Josh had the fur thing and Justin had oh my God, the Mana outfits. Those were probably my favorite in the show. It was like white, so pretty. I don't even know how to describe them, but those are probably my favorites. Have they watched any of your videos? Do you mean like my reaction videos? I have no clue. Truly, I have no idea. If they did, they never made a comment about it. I don't think they know that I'm a reactor. As far as they know, I'm just a fan who's there, which is fine with me. I'm happy being just a fan who's there to support. So I truly have no clue if they've ever seen my videos. Let's see. How was Ken in person? I didn't really interact with Ken that much because when we were at the Bean, he felt a little bit more like he kind of wanted to be to himself, which was fine. I went up and asked for a selfie and he took one with me and that was it. I didn't want to push my luck and make him uncomfortable. But then in Dallas and Chicago, I think he was a little bit more, once they had some rest, he was, a little bit more upbeat. But yeah, the Dallas show, I think he was a lot more smiley. I think he might have recognized me. I don't know, because when I walked in for the photo op and they were taking photos and everything, I saw he looked at me for a second like he was trying to recognize me, I guess. I don't know, maybe I was just imagining things. I don't want to sound delulu, but yeah, I feel like he was a little bit more conversational in Dallas, but because I did say hi to him when I came in, I was like, hi again. And he said hi back, which obviously they're going to say hi back if someone says hi to them, duh. But yeah, he was very nice. So he's very quiet, very reserved, but overall very accommodating. I know he does love his fans very much, but everybody's different. Everyone has a different personality. My t-shirt is cute. Thank you. It's a Boulon one. It's my Boulon crop top. I cropped it myself. It was actually a lot longer when I first got it, but I wanted crop tops. So I have this one. I have a dark red one that says Wild Tonight JC on it. And then I have a La Luna Pablo shirt, which is, I also cropped like this. So, yeah, I love my little crop tops. It was good that no one grabbed or threw anything. Yes, they were so well behaved and I was so thankful. I was so scared because we were that close to the stage. I was so scared that they were going to push us back and make us sit down if something happened. So luckily, everybody was on the same page. Saw some fan cams and you were right in front of their drinks. Oh yeah, every time they leaned down to get a drink, they were like right in front of us, like right in our faces. But again, nobody tried to scream in their faces or, grab them or anything. So very fortunate. You're one of my favorite reactors. Thank you for supporting our boys. Thank you, Diana. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for tuning in. They did something different in Wyatt performance. That was really cute. Yeah, I can't wait to see them perform in DC. That's amazing, Lucy. How fun. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Rodora? Rodora Reyes? I don't know if I said your name right, but hello. Commenting on the Mana outfits. Pablo's corset wrecked me real bad. Pablo's outfits eat every single time. His fashion sense is a 10 out of 10. Like, he looks great. He's one of those people where he could wear whatever and still look like a model in it. He looks so good in it. What is your thought that P-pop is the next big worldwide thing? Any thoughts? I am excited to be part of it and along for the ride, and I'm happy to be an international reactor and international fan here in the US because I like to promote it here, and that's part of why a lot of my channel is P-pop because it's become such a big part of my music, my playlists. So I wish P-pop the absolute best. I'm out there voting like the Billboard Music Award, the fandom thing that's going on right now, the fandom battle, voting for that too. So I like to support in any way that I can. Cowboy Ken at home in Texas. Yeah. Oh, he was really at home. I'm so glad that he looked so happy to have that cowboy hat on in Texas. I know they must have been waiting for a long time. I don't know if y'all saw their stories, but did you guys see? I'm gonna knock my lights off. Did you guys see that they went to this one thing in Fort Worth, where it was like a cattle drive or like a ranch or something? And that's where they did their Gento challenge with Josh and the cowboy hat. It was at this little like ranch in Fort Worth. The funny thing is, when they went, I think I was in like Dallas that day, like in the city part. And they went to Fort Worth, which is on the other side. Because Arlington, I think, is kind of in the middle, and there's like Fort Worth and then Dallas. But Fort Worth is all like the cowboy culture, rodeo type of things. So that's what my Uber driver told me. So it makes sense they went over there. Let's see. How did you come up with your concert outfits? So my concert outfits for Chicago, the one where I had the little box, that was based on the first half of the Pagdatag trailer. And then the other one for Dallas, the white one with the gold tiara, was based on the second half. So where they come in after the explosion and they're dressed in white and gold. I saw Pablo was so near to April and you. He's so kind to all 18 and happy that you and April were together in that concert. Love you both, girls. Well, thank you so much. It was so nice meeting her and getting to talk to her. She and I have a lot in common, so I learned. But yeah, Pablo is very, very kind to all 18, and that's why I always try not to push my luck and try to talk to him if he's not feeling it, because I want him to be comfortable around us at all times. But yeah, he saw April's phone, he took it to take a picture or video, but yeah, I was very touched that he also tilted it so I could be in it because I was like kind of standing behind him and I was like doing this and he went whoop and then tilted it. So that was nice of him. You've been a fan, Penny. I've been a fan since 2019. I went to their Wyatt tour, but not a member of any fandom, but lately been subscribing to 18 Twitters and YouTube channels. That's kind of been me too. I haven't really subscribed to anything until I became a fan of SB19, and now I'm on 18 Twitter every single day. Let's see. Thank you so much for answering our questions about Mahalima. I'm glad that I could answer questions, glad that I could help, because yeah, I like sharing my concert experience. Who looked shorter in the vids but taller in person? I don't know. They all kind of they were the heights that I expected. Yeah, there was no really height difference. I mean, well, there was a height difference between me and them because they're up here. I was like, down here, but yeah, that group photo where they're all standing, everybody in caters are kind of around the same height, and then there's me down here, and I'm like, because I like ran in front of Stell to go get in that group, because it was just caters with them, and then at the last minute she was like, come take a picture with us, so I like ducked down in front of Stell. I don't know why I ducked. I'm not in his sight line, but but I stood in front of him. I was so worried I was blocking him too, and I was like, I have nothing to worry about, he's not my height. But Josh in the cowboy outfit. Yes, Josh fits the cowboy aesthetic really well. I would never have thought that Josh and cowboy aesthetics go together, but they fit so well. I mean, I think he was just really feeling himself. He was really in his element, and I think maybe he's found a new aesthetic to take on, I think it really does suit him, and I hope that they all had fun looking at cows. I don't know what they do in Fort Worth. I don't know what they really do at that ranch. How do you join US18? So message US18 on Twitter, message their admin and just explain, hey, I want to join US18. Be transparent if you're part of any other official 18 fan bases in the US. I think you do have to be a resident of the US. You have to be, obviously as US18, you have to live here in the US. But yeah, they have more information about how to join and everything, but just message them on Twitter if you can find, official US18. Actually, let me see if I can find their Twitter handle. It's okay, at US_18. So message them and tell them you're interested in joining. So, yeah, Josh in the cowboy outfit with his vampire goth aesthetic is so good. Wait a sec. Wait. Okay. Cowboy gothic vampire. You can combine that and make it interesting. I mean, I'd give anything to see Josh as like a cowboy vampire. That'd be kind of fun. Did they wear contact lenses? I think during the show they did. I think Stell had contacts like when we were meeting them by the bean, but I think he might have had, I don't really remember. I think he might have had colored contacts in. Your outfit in Chicago was amazingly gorgeous, but in Dallas was so perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah, two very different vibes. One of them was a little bit more of like a, gritty, post-apocalyptic. I had the steampunk goggles on. It was, earthy, earth tone colors and that tactical scarf around my neck. So I knew that one wasn't like super glam or anything. But then the other one for Dallas, though, I felt like a freaking princess. I was so happy that it came together. And I had to get ready really last minute, too. So I was worried it wasn't going to look good. But I was very proud of the result and very happy with it. So I felt so shiny. That outfit is not exactly the most reliable to jump around in, I don't think. Unlike the Chicago one, I was jumping a lot more. But this one, though, I still enjoyed wearing it. Let's see. Okay, well, I am a little bit past my time now that I said I was going to end this live, and I've been talking for nearly 2 hours. So I'm going to probably end this live in just a little bit. So here, I'll pick two more questions to answer here. Favorite moments in Dallas and Chicago concert? Chicago, probably going on stage and seeing the guys' reaction to my sprout box thing that I made, because that was seeing them react to it and being like, whoa, that's really cool. And seeing Justin point at it and be like, yeah, tug to tug. That was worth it. And seeing other 18 reacting to it, that was really great too. I enjoyed seeing people's reactions to it. And then can you describe each one of them based on your interaction with them? I mean, I don't want to make any assumptions about their personalities because I had only a couple minutes to interact with each of them. So I don't want to be like, oh, Pablo was this, Ken was this, Stell was this. But based on who I talked to the longest, I did go up and ask Justin, Pablo, and Ken. They were standing together and I asked them for selfies. But Pablo and Ken were being a little bit quiet, and I know that they had just come from a long flight the day before, so I didn't try to push for conversation just in case they weren't feeling, I didn't want them to feel like obligated to talk to me because I know that they can stand up for themselves and say no when needed, but I didn't know if they felt more pressured if an international fan tried to talk to them or whatever. I don't think they would be, but I also just respected the fact that they might want a little bit of space to themselves. So, Justin was talking to other people that were there most of the time, so I didn't get to talk to him much. I did get to talk to Stell and Josh a little bit, though. Both of them very kind, very accommodating, very patient while I talked to them and tripped over my words. But yeah, overall, all 5 of them are very kind, very humble people, and that's why I support them, because as artists, it feels like you can feel the humanity behind them, not just the art and the artist, but you can feel the humanity, and that it makes it so much easier to connect to these artists. You can feel how thankful they are. So anyway, yeah, I can see all of y'all saying, yeah, thank you. Thank you guys so much for all the kind comments. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the live right now, guys. I really need to get to sleep. It's like almost 1 a.m. and I do have to be traveling. Technically today it is 1 a.m. So I do have to be traveling and I have to get up really early in the morning to travel. So thank you all for tuning in. I'm so happy that this live worked. I'm so sorry about a couple days ago. There was a verification issue that I didn't know about because I still don't know YouTube that well, unfortunately. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. More than 200 people. That's crazy to me that you guys all tuned in, especially this late at night, for us, at least in the US. But yeah, thank you all. Thank you for supporting them. Your outfit was so cute. Thank you so much. I appreciate Jazz, Coco Jazz, Miss Girl. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you. You're so lovely. Let's see. Thank you guys for all the very kind compliments. That's very sweet of you. Reconnecting. Sorry, I cut off. Okay, yeah. Um, so yeah, thank you guys so much. I gotta go to sleep. I really do have to go to sleep now, guys. I'm really tired. I'm gonna start yawning in a bit. But yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. So looking at these. Bye. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. Bye. Or I'm saying good night. Like, but if you're here in the US, have a good night. If you're on the other side of the world, have a wonderful rest of your day, as I say in my RVs. And I will see you guys next time. So, bye, guys.